right, check, 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 check. This is an audio check, early audio check, 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 check. Spot check was earlier, a few minutes ago. Sounded fine. All right, just let me know when you can. Thanks.
For all your grocery specials, shop Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs. The best deals in fresh produce, fresh meat, and vegetables, frozen and dairy, health and beauty, and so much more. With the friendliest and most knowledgeable staff, Thriftway and La Tienda. For all your grocery specials, come on down to La Tienda, 400 East Marland, and Thriftway, 1317 North Turner in Hobbs. Best of luck, Eagles, from all of your friends at Thriftway and La Tienda grocery stores. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Forest Tire is celebrating 80 years in business. There's always another task to tackle, but making your to-do list disappear generates a ton of wear and tear on your tires. Do more for more miles with the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. Whether it's hauling your boat up to the lake or driving through the job site, Michelin designed a tire that's tough enough for anything. Stop in today for the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire and get back to task mastering. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Just call us if it's a ride you like. We'll take you there and bring you back.
Hobbs Express provides bus service throughout Hobbs. The bus system operates Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 4. Hobbs Express has an immediate opening for a CDL bus driver, offering great pay and benefits. Apply online at hobbsnm.org or call 397-9230 for more information. When you need transportation anywhere around Hobbs, think of Hobbs Express. Hobbs Express, 397-9290.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning. NMJC.
At nmjc.edu.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
And welcome in to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 Facebook. Although Spacebook actually, does more accurately maybe reflect it on some days, right? Most days. But it is Facebook. I'm Dawn Morgan. Thanks. I'm flying solo here in Roswell as the Hobbs Lady Eagles are on the road to play a district doubleheader here. And I'm just happy to be a guest in the house. And it's always nice to be here in Roswell. Nice facilities, good people to work with. We have Roswell schools that we never have any trouble with, and always very helpful. And then Art and KSVP Radio with Jean Dow, and always nice colleagues and good to work beside as well. So happy to be here and happy to be about to get this one underway. Of course, Hobbs Lady Eagles, the visiting team for this district doubleheader. And they will be batting first. They come in at 14-6 overall, 6-0 in district. They are unbeaten in district, and they'd like to keep it that way. But Roswell High, they're no slouches. They may be ranked third right now in district, but they can come up and win any game, anytime. That's kind of been the case, in these last few years. So Hobbs can't take it lightly. They've got to come in and play their game, play as well as they can. They want to protect their ranking. They're a top 10 team right now. I've looked at the standings, the rankings on Max Preps earlier this afternoon. Had Hobbs at number 9 and had at least in 5A overall in the state. Roswell, after picking off Clovis, they come in and with some momentum after having beaten Clovis in a district doubleheader, and they've improved in the rankings up to number 22 in New Mexico 5A. So here we are with this road district doubleheader tonight under head coach, of course, Anthony Boyle. But next they will be home on Tuesday night. That's what's coming up. They will be hosting Clovis on Tuesday. And for Roswell tonight, after hosting Hobbs, they are going to, actually, I think they are here at home again on Tuesday hosting Clovis, or the last beat Clovis. And so now they are going to host Carlsbad on Tuesday night. That is it. But they come in with those wins 16-1 and 7-4 over Clovis in District 5A. Hobbs looking to just continue to be as strong as they can, move up, and protect their number one ranking here because Carlsbad is just right on their heels. Hobbs was able to sweep Carlsbad, and they've got a lot of momentum because of those games. Coming into this one, they did a nice job in their last district doubleheader at home. Here we go, ready for the first pitch against Saul Rangel, and that's going to miss inside and low for ball one. Rangel, number 11, playing left field is your leadoff batter. Batting second is Mariah Zambrano in right field. Batting third will be number 5, Jackie Fuentes, your shortstop. And that comes in, and that's going to be inside as well. So 2-0 is your count. I need to get out of my photos where my lineups were, and go ahead and get the score bug caught up. 3 pitches in to the first batter. Batting cleanup will be number 9, Ali Garcia at first base. Batting fifth will be number 10, Sanea Jackson, your pitcher. And the pitcher in the circle, Sanchez, found the zone when she had to, on a 3-0 count. 3-1 now. Take sign was on for Rangel. 3-1 pitch comes in. It's a grounder over to third base, and Quezada picks it up, fires it over to Lucero at first. Out number 1, 5-3 in the books. And that's going to bring up Zambrano, your right fielder, to the plate to try to get something started for Hobbs. 1 out, nobody on. Scoreless, of course, the very first of the game of what will be the first of 2 games here in Roswell. Much better weather. The last couple of seasons that I was here doing games in Roswell, our games were on nights that were terrible. The last 2 times I was here calling games, it was windy, so very, very windy. And one night it was stormy and we had a lightning delay. So we're looking much, much better here tonight. All right, call strike. So 2 strikes on Zambrano as she looks over to Coach Boyle in the third base box for some advice. She's got to protect the plate. That's what she's got to do. And a ground over to Quezada at third again. This time picks it up, fires over to Lucero again, 5-3. So back-to-back outs in the same way. 5-3 in the book, third to first. Some tight fielding, good defense by Roswell High so far. And now Hobbs hopes that they can get a 2-out rally going with number 5, Jackie Fuentes, your shortstop, to the plate. 2 outs, nobody on. And Sanchez with the first pitch. It's going to be a call strike on the inside corner. So far, Sanchez is hitting that inside corner much more than the outside. But I understand she's got several pitches in her arsenal. There's a hit straight up the middle, going to get by the glove of the shortstop, get out into center field. Patino picks it up, throws it in, and holds Fuentes to first. But it will be a single for Fuentes. And with 2 outs, Hobbs is in business with a base runner. Number 9, Ali Garcia, your first baseman, up to the plate. Sanea Jackson is on deck, and Addison Ralston in the hole. If they get that far, Hobbs does want to get that far. Roswell wants to get him out. Swing and a high fly ball headed out to deep center at the back, going all the way almost to the fence. Wow, Patino picks it up and denies Garcia a chance to bring Fuentes in and around and in. That was a nice catch. Garcia gave it a ride, a good try. A few more feet, it would have been over the fence. As it was, fly out to position 9 for out number 3. 4 up, 3 down, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll be back with the bottom of the first inning. More Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up on Hobbs Sports YouTube. Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 Facebook.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up lanes are open late? Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Oh, yes! Strike! Good times, baby! Definitely good, healthy fun with family and friends is what you get at Bel Air Bowl, the only place to bowl for nearly 100 miles around. You can grab a snack and bowl, play pool, or even video arcade. They're the perfect place for a birthday party. Bel Air Bowl has got you covered and can make it happen. Find them on Facebook or Google Bel Air Bowl. They are located behind the Bel Air Shopping Center. Where we roll at Bel Air Bowl.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball as the Lady Eagles are in Roswell against Roswell High. And bottom of the first inning, Lady Coyotes coming up to the plate. And the leadoff batter hit the first pitch she saw. Lucero with a hit between first and second base, a solid single out to right field. That puts her on. So a leadoff single has Roswell in business with a base runner. It was well played. Mariah Zambrano out in right field, came up on it, made a good throw, but not in time to get Lucero. And now Ralston with a snap throw down to first. Lucero had gotten a little bit off base, a little bit of a lead, but scrambles back safely. That is number 1, Mireya Patino, your center fielder, to the plate. And that is going to be a call. Strike one. Patino backed up, thought it was going to be 2 inside, got away from it. This ump is calling the inside corner, and he's calling him at the knees. He's if you know the strike zone and he's consistent about it, that's okay. There's a ground ball, and Jackson tosses over to first. Uh-oh, did it pull her off? And she's safe. So Jackson turned around, thought about throwing to second to try for the double play, or at least to cut off the lead run. Did not have the time to do it. But turning around slowed her down, and a slow ball over to Garcia at first was not in time. So both runners are safe. Patino gets on, and really technically it's not an error because she made the throw. The throw was okay, but it really was a mental mistake there for Jackson. A blistering ball down to third, picked up, and a double play turned. Very nicely turned. Valenzuela picked it up, turned the double, hit third base, and got the force out. Lucero was out at third, and then she fired over to first. And 5 UA unassisted in the book, and then 5-3 to Garcia for the second of those outs. So 1 and 2, but meanwhile Patino is safe on second base. So Roswell still has a runner in scoring position. These Roswell girls are aggressive at the plate. They're not taking Jackson very deep in the count. They're standing right up there and smacking at the ball, making contact, and a lot of the times that was a foul ball for strike one, but they are definitely hitting at the ball, swing and a miss, and that's going to do it. That's a first strike out as Sanchez goes down swinging. Third out, first strikeout for Jackson. 4 up, 3 down because of a nicely turned double play. No runs on 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. We'll be back with more Lady Eagle softball coming up.
For all your grocery specials, shop Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs. The best deals in fresh produce, fresh meat, and vegetables, frozen and dairy, health and beauty, and so much more. With the friendliest and most knowledgeable staff, Thriftway and La Tienda. For all your grocery specials, come on down to La Tienda, 400 East Marland, and Thriftway, 1317 North Turner in Hobbs. Best of luck, Eagles, from all of your friends at Thriftway and La Tienda grocery stores. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome back to Lady Eagles softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 Facebook. I'm Dawn Morgan, flying solo here and double checking just to make sure my camera didn't get bumped. It looks still looking good. I think it's capturing the whole field, and it is 5-6-7 due up. Sanea Jackson, your pitcher, followed by Addiston Ralston. Ralston is your catcher. Valenzuela is in the hole. She is your third baseman. That is Sanchez in the circle for Roswell. Ornelas behind the plate. That's your battery. Lucero at first and second. Oh, and there's a ground ball is going to get by the shortstop. That is number 11. The shortstop is Fuentes, as there were 2 second in the lineup. The coach had indicated 2 second basemen, but nobody at shortstop. But it is Fuentes. She turned around after missing that ball, and I see it. So Marival is at second, Fuentes at short, Quezada at third, Signs in left field, Patino in center, and Hernandez in right. So Sanea Jackson gets on with a single as a well-struck ball out to left field, but well played by Signs out there who made the throw in. So Jackson on first, although I think she does have there's a well-hit ball. It's going to hit the fence between left and right field. It's going to be thrown in, and well played off of the wall. That was Hernandez who picked that up and threw that in to second base. So it is a stand-up double. So Ralston with a stand-up double. And Jackson has a courtesy runner. That's Angelica Sanchez sitting on third. So runners at second and third, no outs here in the top of the second inning. Number 14, Maria Valenzuela, not left fielder, but third baseman up to the plate. Jimenez is on deck, and Abby Zambrano in the hole for Hobbs. Runners at second and third in scoring position, and that is just going to miss. So the ump apparently has a much more generous inside call today than outside, but we'll keep an eye on that. Sanchez so far had not been pitching to the outside of the plate too much. Ooh, there's a smoker down to third base, and it's going to be a rundown, and Roswell High is able to score a double play, but a bad throw is going to roll all the way out to the center field fence, and it will score one. And let's see, they're going to hold the runner up at third. So that is number 8 who crossed the plate. That was, I believe, the courtesy runner. That was Andy Arnold, courtesy running for Ralston, who actually is going to score. So Jackson gets called out, or not, Angelica Sanchez, the substitute runner for Jackson, gets called out at the plate. And that was out number, but there was a touch on the third base, but not the, okay, so that was the first out. And then shows bunt, but hits the ball, goes back. She did make contact with it, I do believe, because that is Jimenez at the plate. Valenzuela is on third. So one has crossed, and so Hobbs does have one. Now there's a throwing error down to third, and because of that pass ball out there, Valenzuela is able to come in. So she is going to come in on a throwing error. And that means Hobbs is up 2-0 here. And 1 out. No, they went ahead and turned the double, didn't they? That's true. Okay. There's a high flying ball out to right field. It hits the glove of Hernandez, but she loses it and then throws it in. So an E9 is going to put Jimenez on, and she takes second base on that throw in. So an E9, and so it is 2-0 with, that's it, 2, yeah. Just the 1 out. They were trying to turn a double earlier, but missed that. But did get the 1 out, the force at home, but ended up giving a run after that anyway on the same play because of an error on a throw. A line drive shot over the shortstop, over Fuentes, and that's going to score 1. The throw in is good, as they played that about as well as you can. It went out, bounced off of the fence, but it did score Jimenez from second, so that's going to be an RBI single for Abby Zambrano. RBI single for Zambrano. She's on first. Maribal. And Fuentes at short. Yeah. Saul Rangel, top of the lineup, back up to the plate. And again, that is not a, it was not a ball. I thought that was going to be called a strike, and it is a ball. So 1 out, no, 1 runner on, that's first, and that's going to miss outside. So a 3-1 count now on Rangel. She grounded out to the third baseman her first time up. This is second plate appearance. And that is going to miss just a little high and outside. I guess that was that. Now that's 3. It was 2-1, so now it's 3. Runner on first, 1 out. Hobbs would like to keep the line moving. That is going to miss. All right, that inside corner must have been a little high, as the ump has been calling that inside corner. So Zambrano, Abby goes to second base. Rangel is on first with a walk. And that's the first walk issued by Sanchez in the circle. Mariah Zambrano throws the bat down, trying to bunt, but we'll have an 0-1 count now. So 0-1, 1 out. 0-1. Hobbs runners at first and second. And that's going to be a call on the inside corner. So Hobbs batters yeah. 0-2 on Zambrano. She grounded out to the third baseman her first plate appearance. There's a little bloop hit. It's going to be in shallow center, and the throw going to third base is no good. But Coach Boyle, I guess, is going to keep, and probably a good thing too, as the third baseman Quezada could not reach that. It went over her, but it bounced off the fence. She chased it down pretty quickly. So the runner at third stays, and now bases are loaded. So bases are loaded, and Zambrano is on first, and that was a single. It was just a kind of a Texas leaguer. Bounced pretty shallow in center field, and the outfielders are playing pretty far back. They're putting pretty deep. And Patino had some hustle, but could not get to that. And that's going to be a little too inside, as Jackie Fuentes turns away from that. All right, so 2. And another high pop into center field, and this time Patino is able to get it, but it will score 1, and then the throw over to third, not in time. So the runner is safe, and on the throw to third, that's going to put Fuente. That's going to put Zambrano up on second base. So Abby Zambrano scored. Rangel is on third, and Mariah Zambrano is she went to that. That was a single. She went to second on the throw. A swing and a miss by Ali Garcia. It's a little changeup by Sanchez. She took some speed off of that, and Garcia swing and a miss for strike one. But Garcia, one of Hobbs' sluggers, oh, that's going to hit the outside corner. So I guess batters beware. It might be called a strike. It might not be called a strike. And a 1-2 count now. 1-2 count on Garcia. A fly out her first time at bat, so this is her second plate appearance. And a swing and a high fly ball headed to shallow left. Coming up on it is Signs. She makes the grab, and out number 3. All right. And Hobbs able to put 4 across here as I get my score bug unstuck. I'm sorry. I had to go all the way back to the beginning and get that. So 3 outs finally, but Hobbs very happy that they kept that inning going. They kept their bats swinging, and they were able to plate 4 runs. So 4 runs on 1, 2, 3 on 4 hits. There were 1, 2, 3 errors. And it looks like 2 on base. I've got 3 errors written down, but there might have been 1 I didn't write down, but I've got 2, 1, 2, 3 errors and 2 left on. So Hobbs 4-0, and we come back. That was a long at bat. Now Roswell High will come up to the plate. Bottom of the second inning. We'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up.
Here's some good news. Master Plumbers is thanking their customers. Right now, you can have your drain cleared for $39. $39, and you pick the drain. You better hurry. This drain clearing promotion won't last long. Plus, free camera inspection. Drain clogged? No problem. Call the Master. 397-9385. Reminder, Master Plumbers will meet or beat any competitor's plumbing price.
Master Plumbers, call the Master.
Attention mechanics. NMR Pipeline is hiring now. If you know your way around heavy equipment and you have your own tools, NMR Pipeline wants to talk to you. NMR is offering top pay based on experience and solid benefits, medical, dental, and vision. NMR Pipeline isn't looking for trainees. They're hiring real mechanics ready to turn wrenches and get the job done right. Apply now at 300 South Main in Eunice. NMR Pipeline, built on skills, driven by hard work. NMR Pipeline is an equal opportunity employer.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Bottom of the second inning, Roswell High coming up to the plate. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up, and the first pitch hit out to right field. Quesada on first for Roswell. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count. So here we are, bottom of the second. No outs. 0-1 count. Quesada on first. Maraval at the plate. And that's going to be a foul ball down the left field line, third base line, out into left field in the corner for strike 2. So Maraval, who's playing second base, first plate appearance for her. And a runner on first. Swing and a grounder is going to go by the glove of Valenzuela between short and third. Find its way out to left field. Rangel picks it up and throws it in, but it's going to be a single for Maraval. So back-to-back hits. Populates the bases. Two batters on. Swing and a foul ball for strike number 1. This is Jocelyn Wright, designated player. Daniela Hernandez, right fielder, up next. And then Aslan Fuentes, the shortstop, in the hole. So no outs, runners on first and second. Hobbs got to concentrate on getting outs now, as the Roswell High girls have been not intimidated by Hobbs pitching at all. They've stood up since the very first batter and been aggressive, swinging and making contact. This is going to be a foul down the right field line. But they're swinging the bats and making contact. Hits, they've had two singles in their first at bat, and now 2 singles in their second at bat. Hobbs was able to turn a double play in Roswell High's first at bat, and that helped limit the number of batters that Jackson faced. That's going to be a pop. Oh, and it is trouble as Jackson goes for it. And it's an infield fly rule. Up, and they touched second base, and they're going to call her out because she left the base too early? Or are they going to give her third? Okay. That was an infield. They can't. I don't think they can call her out because it's an infield fly rule. The batter is out. All right. She can because and they're appealing right now because you've got 2 runners on first base. They're trying to see. So she is out on third. Infield fly rule. And I really thought that was not allowed, that you weren't allowed to call somebody out on a base running on an infield fly rule. And I think that the Roswell High person, the fan out here, is actually right. I think that they're right. Yeah, it was a double play. Although I'm not sure it should be, and of course Hobbs is, does want it to be a double play, but there's some controversy about whether that actually was a double play and that was allowed or not. So I think, and I don't know if that was a Hobbs fan, but or a Roswell fan, but somebody very aggravated. I think that was a Roswell fan. So you've got. That's right. So Casada is out, and this was another double play. Okay. A true double. They're going to rule, but it wasn't caught, so it's got to be an infield fly rule. And there's a fly out to right field. Mariah Zambrano got on her horse and rode in to be able to catch that on the run and forced the third out. So again, a lot of confusion here with exactly what went on, and the Roswell High coach Brewer is talking to the ump, the chief ump behind the plate now about that, thinking that because if they can't enforce both. If they enforce the infield fly rule, it's my understanding they can't then take that batter and rule her out for not touching and tagging up at second. That you can only have one or the other, but I can be totally wrong about that, and that's why I think she's arguing that the infield fly rule negates the being able to call that a double play. So fly out to right field. That's right. Put out, right. 5 to third base. 1-5 double play. One five. But so it's very confusing as to how exactly they ruled all this, and some discussion about that up here. And but as at the end of the day, it was a double play. It was appealed. The ump said nope. It was 3 outs. And no runs scored. So we go to the top of the third inning, and it is still 4-0, and Hobbs up to the plate, and Jackson hits a dribbler over to first base, and in time for out as Jackson tried to beat it out. Huh. Okay, very interesting. That's interesting. Wow. So that was Jackson, who was put out 3 unassisted on the ground out for out number 1. So I think they said it was not a catchable ball, And so there was no error. It hit her glove. So they're going to say that it was an infield fly rule because they're saying that it was not a catchable ball off of the bat. So instead of it being an error on the pitcher, it was an infield fly. So the batter was out. So that's out number one. And then in the ensuing confusion, the runner for second did not tag up and went to third. So they were able to throw it to second and make that double play. So those were the first and the second outs. And then the last batter had a fly out to the right field for the third out. Wow. There's a high foul going off almost out of play. Everybody gives chase. That was good hustle by Lucero and Hernandez out there. But it just becomes a long foul, a long strike one. So 0-1 count, 4-0 here in the top of the third. Hobbs coming up to the plate. Already some weird happenings in this game. Some questions and some things that I think once you appeal it on the field and they overrule it, you move on. And I'm not sure if there's anything that coaches do to take it up afterward to try to appeal, but we will see. Hobbs benefiting from that call, and they're certainly not going to charge. There's a chopper back to the circle. Sanchez picks it up and fires over to Lucero. 1-3 in the books, and Ralston goes down, out number 2. That brings Marina Valenzuela, not left fielder, but third baseman, to the plate. She reached on an error and scored her last time up. One of the 4 runs that Hobbs was able to put across in their second at bat. Right now, though, 2 outs and nobody on. And there's a changeup that hangs up in Sanchez's hand. Ends up being a very slow watermelon now. Ornella stands up and picks it up. Valenzuela lets it go. So 1-0 count, 2 outs, nobody on. 4-0 here. Hobbs in the lead, and top of the third inning. That comes in low and inside. Ball number 2. 2-0 the count. 2 outs, nobody on. Whew, after a rather confusing at-bat for Roswell Lady Coyotes. And I really, looking back on it, I'm not sure if there were 3 or 4 batters. We'll have to pick that up. There's a line drive shot up the middle, going right out to center field, flubbed by Patino, but that's okay. She picks it up in time to go ahead and fire it in and keep that to a single for Valenzuela. A 2-out single puts Valenzuela on, and Hobbs is in business with a base runner. And that brings Mariah Jimenez, center fielder, to the plate. She reached on an error and scored her last time up. This is her second plate appearance. Abby Zambrano is on deck, and then right back up to the top of the order, Rangel in the hole. Ooh, scoots back for that one inside for ball 1 on Jimenez. Ornelas behind the plate, keeping an eye on Valenzuela at first. Hobbs would like to go ahead and keep this 2-out rally going. Swing and a nice play actually by Maraval at second base. It was a little line drive shot, and I wasn't sure she was going to be able to get to it and then keep it in her glove, but she did both. So unfortunately, robs Mariah Jimenez, and a little line out to second base for out number 3. And that does it for Hobbs. They put a runner on, but they can't move her around. No runs on 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the third inning, and Roswell High coming up to the plate. Hobbs is leading 4-0. We'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up.
Listen up. You asked for it, you got it. Introducing all-in pricing from TDS. Get ultra-powerful 1 gig internet for just $49.99 a month for 2 years. No gimmicks, no gotchas. Plus, no contract, free installation, and a powerful Wi-Fi router included. All in? Oh yeah. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway.
And welcome back to Hobbs Late Eagle Softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 Facebook. I'm Dawn Morgan, flying solo here in Roswell for a district doubleheader, and we're going into the bottom of the third inning. There's a line drive shot, a well-hit ball out between center and left field. Jimenez goes back for it. The throw into second base. It's a stand-up double, a lead-off stand-up double for Daniela Hernandez, the right fielder. No, that was Aslan Fuentes. That's right, Aslan Fuentes. All right. See, I was not sure last time if there were 3 or 4 batters up because of that melee that took place. And I do know Hernandez then was the fly out. A high fly ball out to Jimenez. Had to wait a minute on that to come down. And keeps Fuentes right where she is on second base. So Lucero, a fly out to center field for out number 1. And a hit. It goes right by Fuentes. Oh, and it gets by Jimenez. I don't know if she got a hand on it or not, but it is going to score 1. And the runner is going to go. Patino makes it all the way to third on the throw in. So Patino gets an RBI. I know that Fuentes didn't get a glove on it. She dove for it, so there was no error. So that's going to be an RBI double, and she went to third on the throw in. So Patino sitting on third. Roswell High on the board with a run. And only 1 out in this at bat. Bella Ornelas, your catcher, up to the plate. Sanchez on deck, Quesada in the hole. Swing and a foul back out of play. And that was Jackson took a little speed off of that. A change of speed pitch. Ornelas kind of definitely messed with her timing a bit. That is going to miss high and outside for ball 1. 1-2 is your count. 1 out, 1 on. That is Patino sitting on third. Roswell would love to bring her in, and there is a back-to-the-back stop, but there's not. Oh, and a snap throw down to third. Luckily for Fuentes, who was doing her job, she was backing up that throw. Got by Valenzuela, and Patino scrambled safely back to third. There is not a lot of room between home plate and the backstop in this field, and it's not a bad thing. Some fields are like that. The Lovington field is very much like this. Ooh, a smoking grounder is going to go fair right down the third base line out into left field. It'll score 1. Is the throw in time? No, she slid in under the tech. Bella Hernandez, she's got an RBI double. Yeah, an RBI double as Patino came across, and now Roswell High has got 2 runs across and only 1 out. So 4-2, 1 out, a runner on second. Abriel Sanchez, the pitcher, up to the plate, batting in the cleanup position for Roswell High. That pitch just a little too inside and high. So 2-0 is the count on Sanchez. She struck out her first time at bat. This is her second plate appearance. 2-0 the count, 1 out, to runner on second. Hobbs needs to concentrate on getting the outs. Ralston is going out to talk with Jackson for just a minute, probably telling her, just settle down. We need to get outs. We need to work on the outs. And still got a couple of runs to give. Got to count, got to just pitch, throw strikes, find the zone, and trust your fielders. And Sanchez up to the bat again. She's got, and there's, and a hard shot over to Abby Zambrano. Hits her glove and bounces out. It looked like it was going to be a line drive out, but bounces off. And coming from right field, Mariah Zambrano doing exactly what she's supposed to do, is backing up that play, coming in, and she was right there. And that kept the runner on third instead of coming around. So Sanchez reaches on an E4. Ornelas over to third. And there's going to be a pass ball, and it will score 1. Wow. Coming home was Ornelas. Actually, was that a courtesy runner for Ornelas, the catcher? I didn't catch. No, she did her own running. Okay. All right. Thank you. Pitchers and catchers have the option. Oh, and that's going to hit her. She turned. Well, nope. I guess it hit the bat. Are they going to call it a ball? It is a ball. All right. Looked like it either hit her or hit the bat when she turned to get away from it. Swing and a foul back to the screen, and now that's a strike. So 1-1. 1 out. A runner on second. It's 4-3 your score now. 4-3. As an error and Jackson giving up some hits. A swing, and there's a ground ball that's going to go between third and short and get out to left field. Rangel picking it up, flubbing it, and that delays the throw, and that allows the tying run to cross the plate. And we have a new ball game. So 4-4 is your score, with Jaden Quezada getting a single on that. On the throw. She gets a single and then takes second base on the throw. Sanchez able to come in. And still just the 1 out. A swing and a foul for 0-1. She singled and got stranded her last time up. 4-4 here in the bottom of the third inning. A swing and a high fly ball headed out to Rangel. She comes under it, makes the grab, and throws it in. So there's out number 2, a high fly by Mataval for out number 2. Rangel with a nice grab out there in left field. Now just 1 more out to get for Hobbs, and they do want to try to get it without giving up the run. That's going to miss outside for ball 1 on right. Jocelyn Wright, your designated player, with a 1-0 count. If she finds a way on, Hernandez is on deck and Fuentes in the hole. That one's fouled back, so now a 1-1 count. Wright had a fly out her last time up, or did she? No, that was Hernandez who had the fly out. That's right. So 1-2 is the count now. Wright have to protect the plate. And Jackson one strike away from getting out of this inning, and that's not going to be a strike, as a little low and outside for this ump. 2-2 the count on Wright. But 2 outs and a little chopper back to Jackson in the circle. She picks it up, fires over to Garcia. 1-3 in the books for third out, and that's it. But not before Roswell's able to come back from a 4-0, starting that at bat 4-0. Put 4 on the board, and now 4 runs across, and we've got a brand new ball game here. Going to the top of the 4th inning, Hobbs will be up to bat, and we will be back with more Lady Eagle softball coming up.
Listen up. You asked for it, you got it. Introducing all-in pricing from TDS. Get ultra-powerful 1 gig internet for just $49.99 a month for 2 years. No gimmicks, no gotchas. Plus, no contract, free installation, and a powerful Wi-Fi router included. All in? Oh yeah. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway.
And in the bottom of the fourth inning, or the bottom of the third inning, rather, Roswell High put 4 runs across on 4 hits. There was 1 error committed, 1 left on base. And we are here, top of the fourth inning. Hobbs Lady Eagles up to bat. It's 9-1-2 due up to try to get Hobbs started. Yep, a nicely hit ball right up the middle. A hot grounder by Zambrano has her on first base. A single, a leadoff single, and that brings us back to the top of the order. Saul Rangel is to the plate. Mariah Zambrano on deck, and Fuentes in the hole. Rangel is try to bunt, and it's going to be a foul ball. 0-1 count. I think she made contact with it, as she grounded out her first time at the plate, walked and got stranded her second time up. She's over and due, looking to try to lay down a bunt. This time, Quezada is able to come in on it quickly and make the throw. It does move the runner, though, so Zambrano will make it to second, and that is going to be a sac bunt. Doesn't score, but it does move a runner. So Coach Anthony Boyd playing some small ball here, trying to break the tie. Now 1 out, a runner on second, and Mariah Zambrano to the plate. That's a call strike. I was going to say that's pretty much down the middle. Good-looking pitch to hit. Zambrano with an 0-1 count now. She hit a single, got stranded her last time up, grounded out her first time. Third plate appearance, and that's going to miss inside for ball 1. Sanchez in the circle, Ornelas behind the plate. Swing and a miss. Bat a little too short. Zambrano a little behind that one. Swatted at it and missed. Now she's got to protect the plate. 1-2 count. No, a runner on second. And that misses high and outside. 2-2 is the count. Fuentes on deck, Garcia in the hole. As Hobbs needs to move that runner around and try to get at least 1 run in, break the tie. We're halfway through this game. There's a high fly ball. I think it's going to be out of play. Yep, it'll go behind. It'll land behind the Roswell dugout. So count remains 2-2. Mariah Zambrano staying tough at the plate. Going to try to find one to straighten out. Hobbs needs to bring that runner in, not waste the single. And the sac bunt out. That misses outside as well. Good job by Ornelas jumping up, getting that, picking up. If that ball had gone to the backstop, might have meant the runner on sitting on third. Again, that backstop is not very far away from home plate, so if you're a base runner, you got to be very careful of that ricochet. Zambrano with a full count now, 3-2. And that misses high and outside for ball 4. That's the second walk issued by Sanchez. And now runners at first and second. Number 5, Jackie Fuentes, your shortstop, up to the plate. Sac fly and a single and got stranded. So she's 1 for 2. That right down the heart must have been just a little high. Right over the plate, and a ball 1 on Fuentes. So 1 out. 2 on. Runners at first and second. Swing, and that's going to be out of play. Even up the count, 1-1. So 1-1. 1 out. Runners at first and second for Hobbs. We're tied 4-all after a 4-run inning a 4-run at bat in the bottom of the third for Roswell High. Oh, there's a nice hit, a line drive right by the shortstop by Fuentes. And it's going to load the bases. Well played out there, though, by Signs, who picks it up and throws it in. In fact, there's a throw to second base, but scrambling back safely is Zambrano. So bases are loaded, 1 out. And Ali Garcia, very capable batter, one of the big sticks for Hobbs. Pressure's on her to come up with more offensive production here. Bases loaded, 1 out. There's a high fly. There, infield fly run. It's dropped, but it'll still mean golly. They're going to end up doing the very same thing Roswell did. They're going to try to get 1 run, does score, and then are they going to get her out? Yes, they burn her down. So that's going to be the 3rd out. Yeah, Anthony Boyle immediately appeals, and the ump very emphatically said, no, she is out. That should be 3 outs because that's three. That's 3. They're done. The infield fly rule was out number 2, and then they threw the ball to second base and got that runner out. But in the melee, a run did score, so Hobbs is up 5-4. And we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up.
The Coffee House offers a revitalizing menu of coffee, tea, and specialty drinks, just the way you like it. Enjoy your favorite drink with a whole latte love at the Coffee House. The Coffee House, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Coffee House is locally owned and operated and is dedicated to fostering a sense of community in Lee County and in the surrounding areas. The Coffee House, 1103 North Grimes.
When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. As there have been a lot of interesting, unusual things that happen. You don't often see one of these in a game. We've had an infield fly rule twice now that has caused some confusion as far as base runners and who's safe and who's not. But during that, they were able to go ahead and get a run in as Abby Zambrano crossed the plate, and that run does count. So in the top of the 4th inning, Hobbs was able to get 1 run, and they did that on 1 hit, and there were no errors and 1 left on. So here we go in the bottom of the 4th inning now. Roswell High coming up to the plate, and the first pitch is going to be a call strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Jackson. Starting pitcher still in the circle for Hobbs. And a swing and a miss on Daniela Hernandez. So strike 2, 0-1. Or 0-2 is the count. So it's 8-9-1 due up for Roswell High in this at bat. Swing and a miss way out in front of that. So a strikeout. That's the second strikeout for Jackson in the circle for Hobbs. Out number 1. That brings us to the top of the order. No, that brings us to it's 8-9-1 actually. I think I said 9-1 and 2. 8-9-1. Fuentes is up to the plate and then back to the top of the order. A swing and a miss. Fastball on the outside corner. Fuentes kind of golfed it for strike 1. 0-1 count. Oh, and that hits her as she was, it hits her hand. Oh, it looked like it hit her on the wrist, either the hand or the wrist. Man, that is tough. When it hits your bone, it hurts, and it hurts for a long time. It feels like it just rings you like a bell, your whole body, and that point right there. You're so vulnerable. Your wrist bones, it's tough. So I feel for her. She's going to get to take first base out of that, though. But yeah, she's going to have to. That pain goes away, but it takes a couple of minutes, and she's getting looked on by the probably the trainer, one of the assistant coaches. Wow. They keeping her? Oh, it hit the bat? It hit the bat first. Ah, okay. Well, that's the deal. If it hit her first, she gets to take base. If it hit the bat first, then it's a strike. To add insult to injury, literally here, she has to face the fact that it's a strike, right? All right. So 0-2, 1-2 is the count now. 1-2 is the count. 1 out, nobody on. And that I was thought that she was hit by the pitch on that, but it hit the bat first and then hit her hand. And man, she's still struggling with it. That is just very painful. I know. Foul ball down the left field 9. Count remains 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. After Fuentes, we go back to the top of the lineup. Lucero, Patino, Ornelas. Jackson, and there's a swing and a miss. A nice pitch on the outside corner to get Fuentes swinging. They've all gone down swinging, though. 3 strikeouts for Jackson. Out number 2, nobody on. And that brings up top of the order Lilian Lucero, first baseman, to the plate. She had a fly out and a single and got put out as part of a double play. There's a foul ball on the ground down the first base line for strike number 1. So 0-1 count. Lucero 1 for 2 with the single and then the fly out. Third plate appearance here. Hobbs with a slim lead here, 5-4. And a swing, a line drive shot going out to right field, and Mariah Zambrano puts a glove up, can't reach it. It goes to the fence. She picks it up, makes a strong throw in, hits the cutoff person, and that's going to be a stand-up triple for Lilian Lucero. Hit that ball well, line drive, and I thought Mariah was going to be able to reach up and get it, but she just glove was just a little too short. She made a nice stab at it and then made a good play off of the fence and a good throw in, but that was a strong hit by Lucero. With 2 outs, a runner now on third. Patino to the plate, Ornelas on deck, Sanchez in the hole for Roswell High. They're trying to break the tie. There's a swing and a miss, a strike. So 1-1 count, 2 outs, a runner on third. The potential tying run is on third. The potential go-ahead run is at the plate, but now 2 strikes on Patino. Patino had an RBI double and a single. So 2-2 count now as that was inside. Patino definitely a tough out. She's 2 for 2 with a single and a double, an RBI double at that, and a swing and a miss as a little changeup. Jackson took a little speed off that, floated it on the corner, and Patino striking out at it. So 2 strikeouts or 3 strikeouts, 4 up, 3 down. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. So we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. They're leading 5-4. We'll be back to Roswell coming up.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
The Coffee House offers a revitalizing menu of coffee, tea, and specialty drinks, just the way you like it. Enjoy your favorite drink with a whole latte love at the Coffee House. The Coffee House, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Coffee House is locally owned and operated and is dedicated to fostering a sense of community in Lee County and in the surrounding areas. The Coffee House, 1103 North Grimes.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Here we go, top of the 5th inning. Lady Eagles coming to the plate. It is your pitcher, number 10, Sanea Jackson, to the plate. Ralston on deck and Valenzuela in the hole. 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup due up here. And that's going to miss outside and low for ball 1. 1 strike on Jackson. First pitch in was a strike. 1-1 the count. Hobbs leading by 1. They'd like to put some insurance runs on the board here in the top of the 5th. Oh, there's a changeup, and it's going to miss her. Jackson it hit her. It barely hit her. She never flinched. She never moved. And sometimes some umps, if they see you not move at all, will, if it barely hits you, some of them will enforce the rule that says that you've got to make an attempt to move out of the way of the ball if you have time. But the ump said this was a hit by pitch, and she took first base. She has a courtesy runner. That is Angelica Sanchez, who runs for her typically. So no outs, a runner at first. That is Sanchez at first. And Ralston at the plate trying to bring her around and in. That is going to miss just a little high and outside. So Jackson was hit by a pitch, and that's the first HBP for Roswell. And there's a little grounder, a double playable ball. Ooh, going to be safe. No, say she got her? I think they say she got her barely, that Fuentes did not slide in safely. The coach said that I'm surprised Coach Boyle didn't put up more of an argument there. It did look from up here that she slid in under the tag, but she is called out. So Angelica Sanchez is burned down at second. They are not able to turn the double play. And here's a pop-up. Catcher will go up, or Nellis will catch it. So now Valenzuela with a pop out to position 2 for the second out. 2 outs, and Addison Ralston still at first base. A swing and a little dribbler back to the circle. Sanchez will pick it up and fire it over to first base to Lucero. 1-3 in the books for the third out. So Hobbs able to get one on base, but not able to bring her in. Fielder's choice on that hit. So this is a case of Hobbs trying and putting a couple of runners on, but not able to bring them around. And no runs, no hits, no errors. Oh. And nobody left on base. One left on base. 5-4, still your score. Hobbs, the away team, is in the lead, 5-4. Home team with 4, and score bug is correct. We go to the bottom of the 5th after the 3 outs, and we'll be back with Roswell High coming up to the plate next.
Listen up. You asked for it, you got it. Introducing all-in pricing from TDS. Get ultra-powerful 1 gig internet for just $49.99 a month for 2 years. No gimmicks, no gotchas. Plus, no contract, free installation, and a powerful Wi-Fi router included. All in? Oh yeah. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Here we are in Roswell, the first of a doubleheader, a district doubleheader. And Hobbs coming in with a lot of pressure on them to keep their district season perfect at 6-0 right here. They'd like to add 1, if not 2, wins. But they got to get by Roswell High in this one, and they had Roswell High down to 4-0. And first pitch is a line drive shot to the fence. A line drive shot over Valenzuela at third. Rangel goes out and picks it up, makes the throw in, but it's going to be a stand-up double for Ornelas. And no outs and a runner in scoring position now for Roswell High. And Ornelas, she had an RBI double her last time up, and she hit into a double play her first time. She is 1 for 2, and now, or 1 for 3. Oh, an over the park home run. It didn't get out by much, but enough. And that is going to be a 2-run home run, and that is going to put Roswell back on top, 6-5. Wow. On the heels of a line drive by Ornelas. That double. And then Sanchez with the 2-run home run. And no outs. Bases are cleaned off, but no outs. And Hobbs is talking about it. Coach Anthony Boyle with a timeout. He's out there visiting with Sanea Jackson. And I don't think he's going to make a change right now. Just a pep talk telling him, okay, bases are loaded. Let's start all over. We've come back. We can do it again. But we got it. What's most important in front of us, 3 outs. Let's get them and move on. So now a 6-5 score, no outs, and Quezada is up to the plate, followed by Marival and Wright. Quezada hit it, and a first pitch is hit. It's going to be a single out to right field as Mariah Zambrana plays that as well as it could be, throws it in and keeps Quezada to a single. But 3 straight hits, and wow, third time through the batting lineup, and Roswell High is really starting to hit. But this is coming off the heels of Jackson striking out. The last 3 outs were strikeouts by Jackson. And now the first 3 batters have hit. So, what do you do? What do you know? 2 balls to Mataval and a throw down to first just to keep Quezada honest. 2-0 count. Yeah, 2-0. No outs, a runner on first. Mataval to the plate. Right on deck, and Hernandez in the hole, so a foul back to the screen, 2-1 the count. Maraval had a fly out and a single and got stranded. She's 1 for 2. Third plate appearance. Swing and a line drive shot is going to hit in front of Rangel. She's going to pick it up and throw it in, but it is a single for Maraval. And Boyle is now saying, okay, he's going to make a change. More than likely,
Congratulations, students.
More than likely, he will put in Sigala. I know Carissa Sigala has usually gotten the nod if Jackson starts and comes out. So we'll see if Sigala starts to warm up. We will see. I believe that's who we've got. Let's see. Yeah, is it Anya Rodriguez, number 7? Could be. We have a pitching change and warm-up pitches being taken. We'll figure it out, come back, and have more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on the way.
Student athletes of Lee County, R360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
The Coffee House offers a revitalizing menu of coffee, tea, and specialty drinks, just the way you like it. Enjoy your favorite drink with a whole latte love at the Coffee House. The Coffee House, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Coffee House is locally owned and operated and is dedicated to fostering a sense of community in Lee County and in the surrounding areas. The Coffee House, 1103 North Grimes.
Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball as we have a pitching change. As third time through the lineup, Roswell has just been lighting up Jackson. So Coach Boyle has put in Anya Rodriguez in the circle. She has taken her warm-up pitches. I have not seen her pitch this season. There's a swat, a high one that was swatted out of play off to the left for strike 1 on Jocelyn Wright, the designated player. So 0-1 count as Roswell has already put 2 runs across in this at bat with no outs. That's going to just miss the inside corner. So that'll be a ball 1-1. No outs. Runners at first and second. And a swat. That's going to be another line drive. A hit out to left field, bobbled by Rangel. Then the throw into third is going to get the out, but a run will score. In the meantime, it is an RBI single, as that was a fielder's choice for Marival. They threw instead of throwing to try to get her out. It is a single. So Jocelyn Wright will have an RBI single. And they got, okay. So, and she goes to second on the throw. So an RBI single makes it to second on the throw. And a runner scored, but they did get Marival going to second. So 1 out. And 7-5 is your score now. A high fly ball going out. Oh, it's bad news. It was in shallow left going out. Fuentes looked like she was calling it. Yeah, you can't write an error down really because there was nobody got a glove on the ball, but obviously it's a mistake. Somebody should have been calling it, but I think that ball might not have been catchable. If Rangel had been running full out, she might have gotten it. It was in shallow. It was very hard for Rangel to run up on and get, hard for Fuentes to go out. So now pop out to center field, and yeah, Jimenez has a very good arm, so she caught that. Wow, this game has had a lot of things happen that sometimes you don't see, one of these things that happen in a game, but a cluster of these odd happenings have made this an interesting game. So a fly out to center field, and that one is going to be the second fly out. So back-to-back flyouts to Jimenez in center field for 3 outs, but 3 runs crossed for Roswell High, and they're leading 7-5 in this one. We'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up in just a moment. Wow.
When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway.
Listen up. You asked for it, you got it. Introducing all-in pricing from TDS. Get ultra-powerful 1 gig internet for just $49.99 a month for 2 years. No gimmicks, no gotchas. Plus, no contract, free installation, and a powerful Wi-Fi router included. All in? Oh yeah. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
And in that at-bat for Roswell High, they plated 3 runs on 6 hits. There were no errors, 2 left on base, and we go to the top of the 6th inning. There's a base hit. First pitch that Abby Zambrano saw, and she rounds first, headed to second. It'll be a stand-up double for Abby Zambrano. First pitch she saw, she laced into it. Nice line drive shot out to left field. Has her on with a stand-up double, and in scoring position for Hobbs. They need some runs. They gotta find 2 to tie it, 3 to move ahead if they can. And we go back to the top of the order. Saul Rangel. She had a sac bunt, a walk. There's a grounder to Fuentes at short and beats it out. The very speedy Saul Rangel has an infield single. An infield single, no error at all, just beats out the run, and now runners at first and second. Since that activity was at shortstop, though, it did keep Zambrano on second, so now runners at first and second, no outs, and Mariah Zambrano up to the plate, and a bunt, but it rolls foul as everybody stands and watches it. Sanchez, Ornelas, and Lucero all cluster around it and watch it roll foul. It was a pretty good bunt. As that was, a lot of times the bunts, the whole idea is to deaden the ball, and she did deaden the ball. It had just a little bit of movement and roll in it, just enough to roll foul. So it just becomes and she tries the bunt again. This time goes a little bit further, and she does get put out at first. So that was 1-3 in the books, but it does move the runner around, move both the runners over. Sanchez, the pitcher, 1-3 in the books, yeah. So now runners at second and third with one out. So Coach Boyle deciding that he would trade a chance at a run or two for an out since Hobbs has the outs to give. Now Fuentes at the plate. Swing and a ground ball headed to Fuentes, and now they get her at the plate. They cut off the lead run. Zambrano gets called out at the plate on a 6-2. So Fuentes reaches on a fielder's choice, and 6-2 to get Abby Zambrano at the plate for the second out. So Hobbs so far has not been able to get a run across in this at bat, despite all of the efforts to do that. So Fuentes on the fielder's choice is at first base. Runners at the corners for Hobbs. Runners at first and third, and Ali Garcia, the first baseman, to the plate. She's due. 2 outs. Hobbs trailing by 2. The potential, she laces one, but it goes foul down the third base line. She was way in front of that ball. So Ali Garcia with the 1-1 count on her. 2 outs, runners at the corners. And Hobbs trailing by 2. And a swing and a high fly ball. Is that out of, I think it's going to go out of the park. No, it was almost caught. Signs doing a nice job out there, almost catching that in foul territory. It looked like it was going to be out of the park, but it was tailing off foul for sure. I think the wind caught that just a little bit. The wind is moving left to right across the field from. So 2-1 count now. 2-2 count, as that was a foul ball. So 2-2. Garcia trying to move runners in. That misses inside. So that's going to run the count full now. 3-2 on Garcia. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Hobbs trailing by 2. She represents the potential go-ahead run, and she is capable of parking it. A swing, and that's going to be a ground ball. And it is going to be 3-1 in the books as Quezada picks that up and fires to Lucero. And just like that, Roswell is able to stop Hobbs from scoring. 5-3 in the books for that third out. And now Hobbs still struggling, still behind. And Roswell High coming to the plate with a 2-run lead. 7-5 is your score. We'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball on the way.
SunGuard Precision is all about your truck and your home and making both look and feel amazing. SunGuard uses Lumar Window Tint, the top name in the game. For your truck, that means a cooler cap, UV protection, and a sleek custom look that turns heads. For your home, it's all about comfort blocking heat, reducing glare, and adding privacy without losing your view. SunGuard Precision brings style, protection, and performance on the road and at home. Call or look up SunGuard Precision in names and numbers. SunGuard Precision, your tinting pros.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 Facebook. I'm Dawn Morgan, and it has been a roller coaster of a ball game. Hobbs was out to a 4-0 lead until the bottom of the third, and Roswell scored 4, tied it up. Hobbs went ahead by 1 in the top of the fourth, and Roswell came back with 3 runs, and that is going to fall in for a hit between right and center fields as the first pitch that that was pitched to Patino ends up with a single. She's on first and brings up Bella Ornelas to the plate. Ornelas, your catcher. Line drive double and scored her last time up, an RBI double, and then hit into a double play. That is going to get by the glove of Valenzuela, stopped by Fuentes in shallow left field, but it will be not an error at all. There was just simply no play on that ball. So that becomes technically an infield single. It was fielded by an infielder. So infield single puts Ornelas on base. Runners at first and second now, no outs. There's a high fly ball. Is it over the fence? It is over the fence. The second home run for Roswell High in this game. And that is a three-bagger. That is going to be a three-run home run by Avril Sanchez. A three-run home run puts Hobbs even further in the hole. Second homer by Roswell in this game. And that makes it 10-5. Ouch. Here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Wow. So this is a hole that Hobbs is going to have to dig themselves out of, and they're only going to have one at bat to try to do it. Right now, it's all about trying to get the outs. Here in the bottom of the sixth inning, 10-5. Your score now. With no outs, bases are cleaned off. Quesada to the plate, Matavala on deck, right in the hole. Hobbs just needs to worry about outs. There's a foul for strike one. 0-1 count now. Something smells wonderful. I know, and they offered. I got to say, there was a nice gentleman from Roswell High who was asking if anybody wanted anything, and no time to eat. No time to eat. Swing and miss. So there's a bright spot for Hobbs in this at-bat for Roswell. After the three-run home run, there's going to be a strikeout. So one out. There's a high pop, and the catcher trying to come up under it. Ralston able to keep the ball, makes the grab, and nice play. She threw off her mask and had to catch it very close to the backstop. So a foul pop out to the catcher, position 2, for out number 2. And that brings up number 13, Jocelyn Wright, the DP. 2 outs and nobody on now. Hobbs needs to work this third out, get in the dugout. They've got to get some bats swinging and try to come back in their final at bat. That's a blooper foul coming in on it. Garcia makes a grab. Nicely done. I thought she might not have time to get it and might lose it in the sun, but she made a nice hit. So a foul pop to position 3 that time for out number 3. And 3 runs across. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. 10-5 your score. Hobbs is trailing. Coming up, top of the 7th inning. And we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball coming up.
Attention mechanics. NMR Pipeline is hiring now. If you know your way around heavy equipment and you have your own tools, NMR Pipeline wants to talk to you. NMR is offering top pay based on experience and solid benefits, medical, dental, and vision. NMR Pipeline isn't looking for trainees. They're hiring real mechanics ready to turn wrenches and get the job done right. Apply now at 300 South Main in Eunice. NMR Pipeline, built on skills driven by hard work. NMR Pipeline is an equal opportunity employer.
Here's some good news. Master Plumbers is thanking their customers. Right now, you can have your drain cleared for $39. $39, and you pick the drain. You better hurry. This drain clearing promotion won't last long. Plus, free camera inspection. Drain clog? No problem. Call the Master. 397-9385. Reminder, Master Plumbers will meet or beat any competitor's plumbing price.
Master Plumbers, call the Master.
Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Boy, tell you what, this has been a wild game, back and forth, a kind of softball that the kind of score that you like to see going back and forth. But this has definitely been not a perfect game by either team. They've made some stunning plays, some double plays, and some nice catches, but they've also made some errors, both teams. And there's been some really good hitting, and then there's and certainly 2 big home runs out of the park by Roswell High, and that changed the complexion of this game. Hobbs led for a big part of it, but they are down by 5 right now here in the top of the 7th inning, and they're down to their final 3 outs to make some magic here. They've got to have the kind of at bat that they had in the top of the 2nd inning. They put 4 across. They would need to do a little better than that here and try to put 5 across just to tie it. So they need 5 to tie it and 6 to go ahead, but Roswell High would still have another at bat if they need it. So Jackson at the plate, a swing, and that's going to fall in for a hit. Little Texas leaguer behind shortstop and in shallow left field, and that's a leadoff single for Hobbs. Hobbs is in business. And that is number 13, Addison Ralston. She had a fielder's, she reached on a fielder's choice. She had a double and scored and ground out. Really needs to move runners around. Hits a high outside one off the end of her bat and fouls it off out of play. So strike number 1, 0-1 count. And Ralston, and that's going to be a strike as well. Call strike. 0-2 count. Valenzuela is on deck, and Jimenez is in the hole. And now I think he's going to get the home plate ump. I think he just actually he either threw him out or told him to get in the dugout, one of the two. So, but that's, I think, just for this game. Now, if he had gotten thrown out, he wouldn't have been able to coach on the field for the second game. But now he is not going to be able to coach the next game. So, Coach Boyle still having a lot of anger and rightfully so. It's not baseball if you don't have some of these things. It's not baseball or softball if you don't have some of these things occasionally. Your coach, I know he's frustrated right now, so frustrated, but he's being escorted. He has to leave the park, and and because he got thrown out of this one, he cannot coach. I think the rule is that he cannot coach in the second one, but he has to physically leave the park. Security is on their way to drag him out of the dugout if they have to. I tell you what, we have seen everything in this game. We've seen a lot of odd things, things that often don't happen in a single game that we've seen, 2, 3, 4 of in this game. So it's understandable, but Coach Boyle will have to pay the price. Home plate ump not liking it. It all started, I don't know what started it. I looked up, and the home plate ump was headed for Coach Boyle at third and gesturing to him. And at first he told him just to leave the field, get in the dugout, and things escalated, and now he's gotten thrown out. But the play goes on, the game goes on, and the pitch fouled off. Was it fouled off, or was it a wild pitch? Well, okay, it was a ball. Wild pitch or pass ball? Catchable? Okay, so pass ball. All right. Oh, a change up. Wow, Sanchez threw a watermelon up there. And, of course, 2 strikes. Ralston protecting the plate, tried to wait on it and just couldn't. That was a huge change of speed pitch, and gets the strikeout for out number 1. Just 1 out. Hobbs still alive, and that's going to be called strike on the outside corner on Valenzuela. So 0-1 count. 1 out. A runner on first. Hobbs needs to get 5 runs across to tie it. 6 to go ahead. 1-1 count as that misses outside. Valenzuela popped out her last time up. She singled, got stranded, and reached on an error and scored. Another changeup. She waits on this one. A high fly ball headed to left field. Signs comes under it, makes the grab, then makes a throw to second to hold Jackson on at first. And actually, it's not Jackson. It's probably, it may be Jackson. She often has a courtesy runner, but that I can't tell if that's, I think that is a courtesy runner for Jackson. I think that's Nali Ornelas out there on first. And I was right? He cannot. Coach Boyle is out for the second one, so that is the rule. I thought it was, but he has assistant coaches for that reason. There's a little blooper, a little pop out to Mataval, and that does it. Wow. So that was a pop fly to position 4 for out number 3. And that does it as Hobbs falls to Roswell High, 10-5 in this one. And with it, Hobbs is now at 6-1 in district, 14-7 on the season. Roswell High will improve to 7-14 and go to 3-4 in district. And we will have a break in the action as Hobbs will regroup. And they will have to understand that they are without their head coach for this second game. But they do have capable assistants, and Hobbs girls are well coached. So we hope that this second game is going to be a comeback win for Hobbs. They're going to be looking for redemption and looking to come back against Roswell High. But Roswell High has a lot of momentum, having knocked off the number 1 team in district and given Hobbs their first district loss here with the 10-5 win. I'm Dawn Morgan. We will be back with the second of this doubleheader coming up in probably about half an hour, maybe a little less, as the first one is in the books, but the second of the district doubleheader is coming up, and we'll have more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on the way on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 Facebook. And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle Softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 Facebook. Hobbs lost the first game of this doubleheader 10-5, but here trying to split the night with Roswell High, and they want to get some redemption. Did that hit the ground first? I guess he said it hit the ground first and then hit her, so it doesn't count. So it's just a 2-0 count. So let's reset the scoreboard from that first game and get this one. This one is a well-struck ball. It's going to be a double, a standoff double for Sol Rangel, who hits it out in the between center and right field. Well hit out to the wall. So a double puts Rangel in scoring position for Hobbs. And no out. So Mariah Zambrano coming up to the plate. Mariah, she is listed in right field, but the lineup has two right fielders. The lineup indicates that Angelica Sanchez is a flex player in right field, but it lists, and that's the usual position for Mariah Zambrano. So don't know who is that. Oh, that's a change up, a real change of speed pitch for Sanchez. And wow, Zambrano tried to wait on it, but could not, way out in front of it. So 0-2 count now on Mariah Zambrano. We'll wait to see if she's in center field or right field. Oh, and another changeup gets her swinging and missing on the outside corner. So there's a strikeout for Sanchez in the circle. She pitched to the complete game, the win in the first one, and now gets the start in the circle for Roswell High. And that's going to be a call strike on the outside corner for Jackie Fuentes, the shortstop. So 0-1 count, 1 out, nobody on, or one person on. That is Rangel on second base in scoring position. Hobbs needs to bring her in and around. That's going to be another call strike over the center of the plate at the letters for strike number 2. 0-2 count, 1 out, 1 on. And that is going to be trouble, as that falls right behind second base. And no chance to really catch that ball. Too shallow for the center fielder to come in. And just a tough go. No error on that, at least not in my book. That's just going to be an infield single for Jackie Fuentes. Infield only because it was an infielder who went out to try to field that right on the edge of the outfield. So a single. Runners at the corners for Hobbs now, and Ali Garcia, cleanup batter to the plate. Swing and a hot grounder between short and third. Goes out to Sign. She bobbles it, then picks it up and throws to second. It will score 1. So Hobbs is on the board with a 1-0 lead. 1 out, and runners on first and second. Ali Garcia with an RBI single. Stands on first base. Rangel crossing the plate. And that's a ground ball. Oh, a nice play actually by Mataval. She flicked it up to the shortstop, Fuentes, covering, and gets the lead runner, but no time to try to turn that double play. So another out, but it does score 1 and moves the runner over to third. So Hobbs now 2-0. So an RBI is going to be an RBI fielder's choice. Is there such a thing? I don't know. If it's a fielder's choice, I'm not sure she gets credit for an RBI, but a run did score. Fuentes came around, and Garcia's on third. So runners at the corners again for Hobbs. Now with 2 outs, 2 have come in. A hard shot up the middle. A hot ground ball is going to score another run. Addie Ralston with an RBI single. Hot grounder up the middle. She's on first. Ali Garcia scored. And Jackson on second. So Ralston will have a courtesy runner. That is number 8, Andy Arnold, who will run or Arnold will run for Ralston. So Ralston on first, Jackson on second. 3 runs across, 2 outs. Yeah, we have 2 left fielders listed. We have, for Hobbs, 2 people listed as playing second. There's another line drive shot out to center field. It will score one. The throw into the plate, not in time, and then the throw from the catcher down to third base, not in time. So, yes, Jackson will score from second, and the Andy Arnold slides in safely. And Marina Valenzuela has an RBI single, and she moved over to second base on the throw. So RBI single, moves to second. So now runners at second and third for Hobbs, and another run has scored. So, oh, no, runner didn't score. We still have runners at the corners. All right, so 3 runs in. Yeah, I thought a 4th run did come in. Did it not? You got 3. Okay, all right. That's right. That base was empty because of the out before. Okay, yeah, the double. Okay, the getting the runner out, base runner out. Okay, so 3-0 is still your score. 3-0, 2 outs. Yeah, then the first inning it is. And a pitching change, it was in their second at-bat. I think it was their second at-bat that they scored the 4 runs. And they're going to have a pitching change. And they're going to put number 8, so Hernandez. Darnella is going to pitch. And we have, it was Daniela. They had signs as the flex player, not batting out in left, and right the DP. So Lucero will move to right field, and who will play first? Who's on first? They had Sanchez is going to first. Okay, so Sanchez goes to first. Hernandez goes from right field to there. So we have a lot of changes here. And then who is it who's going to go out to right field? Lucero goes out to right field. And now it's Mataval who stays at second. Fuentes stays at short. And Signs is in left. And in center field is Patino. And that's out and that was a fly out to which position? 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. So 3-0 your score. Hobbs is leading, and it's going to be Roswell High coming up to the plate here in just a moment. We'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up right here on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County North and YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up lanes are open late? Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Oh, yes! Strike! Good times, baby! Definitely good, healthy fun with family and friends is what you get at Bel Air Bowl, the only place to bowl for nearly 100 miles around. You can grab a snack and bowl, play pool, or even video arcade. They're the perfect place for a birthday party. Bel Air Bowl has got you covered and can make it happen. Find them on Facebook or Google Bel Air Bowl. They are located behind the Bel Air Shopping Center. Where we roll at Bel Air Bowl.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. So first at bat, Hobbs in business, 3 runs, but they've got to protect those runs because they were ahead 4-0, and I think they got their 4 runs in that game actually came in their second at bat. This time they scored in their first at bat. First pitch by Lucero, the leadoff hitter, hits it, and it's 4-3 in the books for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Pretty efficient there. Hobbs needs to continue to do this. Roswell very aggressive at the plate from the very first pitch last game. That is Hernandez in the circle for Hobbs. And let's see. That, yeah, number 14. Yeah, Marina Valenzuela is in the circle. Yep. Well, yeah, because we had, there's a high fly ball going to a ground rule double, bounces over the fence, so it will put Patino on second. So a ground rule double has her in scoring position for Roswell with 1 out, and now 1 out. They had 2 right fielders listed. They had 2 people and nobody in center, and 2 people in, and I can't tell the number. I can't tell. She's turned around a couple of times, and I cannot tell the number. I can't tell by looking at her who it is. I think it may be Zambrano. High pop fly, and calling for it's Garcia, and she almost dropped it but grabbed it. So Garcia will have a pop foul, and out number 2. I think it's Zambrano. Mariah Zambrano's in center for Hobbs, okay? And I think Mariah is in center, and I think that is Angelica Sanchez out in right. I think 2 outs. I think it's Angelica Sanchez maybe in right field. 6. I think it's Sanchez. Swing and a foul down third base line, foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now, 2 outs, 1-2 count. That is, what is that, 11 or 12 out there in Bella Segala? Who is that? Yeah, that is. Yeah, it is even. I can't tell. High fly ball headed out to shortstop. Fuentes calls for it, makes the grab, and gets Sanchez out. So a fly out to position 6 in the books for out number 3. So Roswell has 1 hit. They can't bring anybody around. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. So we go to the top of the 2nd inning. Hobbs leading 3-0, and we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up.
For all your grocery specials, shop Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs. The best deals in fresh produce, fresh meat and vegetables, frozen and dairy, health and beauty, and so much more. With the friendliest and most knowledgeable staff, Thriftway and La Tienda. For all your grocery specials, come on down to La Tienda, 400 East Marland, and Thriftway, 1317 North Turner in Hobbs. Best of luck, Eagles, from all of your friends at Thriftway and La Tienda grocery stores. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And now, welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Top of the second inning, Hobbs is leading 3-0. And we go to Saul Rangel back to the top of the lineup for the for leadoff batter, Rangel, followed by Mariah Zambrano and then Fuentes. And that hits the inside corner. No, it does not. Okay. So 1-1 count on Rangel. Hobbs leading. They'd like to get insurance runs. They were leading 4-0 until the bottom of the third in the last game. So they'd like to get some more runs across. 3-0. Swing and a miss by Rangel for strike two. 1-2 count. Rangel hit a double and scored her last time up. She's 1 for 1 heading into this at bat. Swing and a line drive shot over the second baseman's head, goes all the way to the wall, and she rounds and will have a stand-up double. So another double for Rangel puts her in scoring position for Hobbs with no outs, and now Mariah Zambrano to the plate. Fuentes on deck, Garcia in the hole. Zambrano struck out her last time up, so she's got redemption on her mind here. I'm sure that comes in high for ball one. And a swing and a miss as Sanchez took a little, or not Sanchez, there's a different person in the circle for Roswell High here. That is number 8. Yeah, that's Hernandez in the circle. That's right. She came in relief. And that misses low for ball 3. 3-1 now on Mariah Zambrano. And Hernandez does have a changeup, and Hobbs has had a little trouble with it. And that stays high, ball 4. So Zambrano walks. Now runners at first and second for Hobbs with 1 out. And that brings up number 5, Jackie Fuentes, to the plate. She hit an infield single and scored her first plate appearance. This is her second. Swing and a high fly ball. It's a shallow Texas leaguer is going to fall in for a base hit. Throw to third is not in time. Whoa, a stumble. No. So now the bases are loaded, and that's a single for Fuentes. The throw to third, not in time. So Garcia, the cleanup hitter, has bases loaded ready for her with 1 out. And that is a high fly ball. It's going to be caught in fair territory, but tagging up, it will score 1. So a sac fly RBI for Ali Garcia. And signs with a nice catch out in left field, robbing Garcia. However, there was 1 run across, and that's a good thing for Hobbs. Now it's 4-0. 2 outs. Runners at first and second, and a base hit for Jackson into right field loads them back up. So Jackson with a single loads the bases back up. And now Addie Ralston, the catcher, to the plate. She had an RBI single and got stranded. Her courtesy runner got stranded, at least, on the bases last time up. 2 outs. Hobbs wants to get the runners in. Don't waste these base runners. Hobbs left 9 on base in that last game. Ouch. Ball one, Addie Ralston with a 1-0 count, 2 outs. Hobbs had 10 hits but left 9 on base and scored 5 runs in that first game. Swing and a hard grounder over to shortstop, and the throw gets the lead runner, and that's it, 3rd out. So Hobbs manages to put one across. They do that, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. Ouch. We'll come back. More Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on the way.
Forest Tire is celebrating 80 years in business. There's always another task to tackle, but making your to-do list disappear generates a ton of wear and tear on your tires. Do more for more miles with the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. Whether it's hauling your boat up to the lake or driving through the job site, Michelin designed a tire that's tough enough for anything. Stop in today for the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire and get back to task mastering. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. And coming up in the bottom of the second inning, it's 5-6-7 due up for Roswell. It's Quesada, Maraval, and Wright. And so Valenzuela in the circle for Hobbs. There's a foul ball out of play off to the left for strike number 1 on Quesada. That is Valenzuela in the circle for Hobbs. Ralston behind the plate, Garcia at first, Abby Zambrano at second. I do believe. Nope, that is not. Is that not Abby Zambrano in second? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Abby's at second. Fuentes is at short, and then after that, I've got some questions about who's in the field actually, because normally it's Jimenez, but I think they switched Jimenez out. Jimenez is at third. I think Jimenez is at third, and since Valenzuela is in the circle. And then we have questions. So that is Mariah Zambrano out in center. Angelica Sanchez is one of the outfielders, either in left or right. So 1-2, and she stays alive, fouls it off to the screen. So 1-2, still the count. 1-2, no outs. This is the first batter up. Mataval on deck, right in the hole. Swing and a foul straight back. So 1-2 count remains. Second game of a doubleheader. Hobbs got surprised by Roswell High, 10-5 in that first. I mean, and Hobbs had 10 hits, 5 runs, 9 left on base. They committed 2 errors in that game. They had some base running errors and problems, and so a tough at bat, or proving a tough out. Quesada's hanging with a Quesada. 2-2 is the count on her. Swing and a high fly ball could be trouble. It is going to drop in for a hit in shallow right field. And yes, that is definitely Angelica Sanchez out in right field for Hobbs. I believe that is Mariah Zambrano in center. And I'm not sure who actually is out in left field for Hobbs because Jimenez, I believe, is playing third base. Swing and fly out to left field, and the throw in. So a good catch out by that left fielder. Not actually sure who is out there in left field. That is that still Runhell? I guess that is Runhell out in left field. She was not affected by any of the changes with the pitching. So yes, that is Runhell. Rangel. I think they actually say it. It should be. I think it's like saying some people will say Perez and pronounce their family name Perez, and some say Perez. And I think they are Rangels, not Runhels. So we'll see. It is family to family. You don't know who says what. We have a family in Lovington who's very adamant that we called them Perez and not Perez. So 2 outs, or just the 1 out actually, 1 out, but a 1-2 count now. And that's fouled back out of play. Wow. Oh no. Oh, nobody was hurt on that. So a 1-2 count at the plate, 1 out, and a runner on first. A swing and a high pop. The pitcher's calling for it. Valenzuela will catch that. And now that is Daniela Hernandez up to the plate. So a pop out to position 1 for out number 2. All right, so here we are, 2 outs. And that is number 8, Daniela Hernandez, in the circle for Roswell in this one. High and outside for ball number 2. So 2-0, 2 outs, a runner on first. Swing and a miss for 1. So 2-1. And Hernandez at the plate again. Swing, and there's a hit, a base hit, just in shallow left behind third base. And Rangel will play that about as well as you can. Comes in, makes the stop and the throw over to second base and holds it on. So Daniela Hernandez finds her way on with a single. So now runners at first and second. 2 outs. That's going to be a foul ball down the left field and left side for strike number 1. Sharply fouled, though, by Aslan Fuentes. Runners at first and second. Hobbs would like to get this third out without giving up any runs, as they are up 4-0 now. There's a foul for strike number 2. So 0-2 count. Hobbs needs to try to get this batter, get this third out, and not give up anything. There's a high fly ball out to center field, and Zambrano comes up under it, makes the catch, and a high fly ball ends the at-bat for Roswell High. Fly out to position 8 for out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. Score remains 4-0. We're going to come up to the top of the 3rd inning. Hobbs coming up to the plate, and we will be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball coming up.
They see success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning. NMJC.
At nmjc.edu.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball as Hobbs coming up to the plate. Oh, a nice hit. It's a fair ball, nicely struck. The very first pitch that Marina Valenzuela hits, and she's going to make it. She doesn't slide into second. Yeah, it's a single, and she went to second on the throw in, but it was a nicely hit ball, a sharply hit ball, fair down the left field line, and she's going to have a courtesy runner for her. Courtesy running will be Bella Sigala. So Valenzuela, as the pitcher, will get the courtesy runner, and Valenzuela will go to the bench. Sigala, that's Bella Sigala, number 12. Yes. So, and that is going to miss high over the plate as Jimenez will look at ball one. Valenzuela hit the first pitch she saw and sits on second. And that's going to be popped up in left field. Signs makes the grab and the catch and threatens to throw, keeping the runner right where she is on second base. So a fly out to position 7 in the books for out number 1. And that brings up Abby Zambrano hitting in the 9th slot for Hobbs. And she is 0 for 1. That misses high and inside for ball 1. So 1 out, 1 on. Four to nothing your score here. Oh, there's a hit that's fair, laced. A line drive shot over third base will score 1. That's it, an RBI stand-up double. RBI double for Zambrano. She's had a big stick for Hobbs. You might think batting in that 9th slot that she's a weak hitter. She is not. She's been able to power a lot of runs in for Hobbs this season as well. An RBI double and makes it 5-0 here. Who is on second base now for Hobbs. And the courtesy runner, who was Sigala, Bella Sigala, came home. Top of the lineup now, Rangel, Zambrano, and Fuentes. So 1 out, a 1-0 count. That's going to be I think ball 2, actually. 2-0. And that's going to miss. Oh, a call strike on the outside corner. Wow. Okay. So 2-1 is the count on Sol Rangel, trying to bring some more runs across for Hobbs. They're up 5-0 here. Oh, a swing and a hard one right back to the circle. Picked up and thrown by Hernandez over to third, and the runner is safe. They're going to go and make sure she's okay. Man, that's a hit right back. And as a pitcher, that's what you dread, those kinds of solid hit backs right to you, because if your glove goes up in time to block you wherever the ball is headed, then that's great. But sometimes your reflexes help you. But she knocked the ball down and then turned around. And the only throw she had, since she was already turned to third, she did the efficient thing by, seeing if she had to play at third. She would have had to turn back around and probably would not have had to throw in time to first anyway. So they're just making sure that she's okay. That can shake you up when you get a hard hit right back to you. It is, but looks like she's okay. She has shaken it off and looks fine. But a run did score for Hobbs. So Rangel, I'm not going to call that an error because it hit her. So that's an RBI single for Rangel. Yeah, Rangel goes to first. We don't have a score. Zambrano goes to third. So runners at the corners for Hobbs. Just the one run across so far in this at-bat for Hobbs, but they'd like to increase it. One out, runners at the corners, and Mariah Zambrano at the plate. She shows bunt, and then there's a throw down to second, and then the throw back to the plate, not in time. So they were trying a squeeze play, but nobody was at second. Yeah, as the throw went and with nobody there. But in center field, Patino had heads up. She came in and made the throw, and but there, it is an error that causes Abby Zambrano crosses the plate on that, 6-0, and that's going to be an E2, and then Rangel. Goes over to second, and Mariah Zambrano still at the plate with a 2-0 count. Swing and a high fly ball. It's popped up. Could be trouble. It is, as it falls between the left fielder and Fuentes at short. And then there is a throw to second to keep Rangel to try to get her, but she scrambles back safely. Okay. So there is no error because nobody got whoever was calling for the ball, it may have been Fuentes. It could not get it, couldn't turn around and get it, and it was too shallow for Signs to be able to run in to get it. So it's just it's a single. They will call it infield fly. It's automatically out, but the runners are safe and they stay. So a pop out to position 6, a fly out, pop fly for out number 2. And runners at first and second for Hobbs. Ali Garcia, cleanup hitter. And there's a high fly ball headed out to left field. Coming up under it, Signs is out there. Signs makes a good grab and robs Garcia of a hit and any chance to get runners in. So a fly out to left field for third out. But 2 runs come across for Hobbs in there at bat. So 2 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 1 error and 2 left on base. So we'll be back. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Hobbs leading 6-0. We'll have more Lady Eagle softball coming up.
Oh, yes! Strike! Good times, baby! Definitely good, healthy fun with family and friends is what you get at Bel Air Bowl, the only place to bowl for nearly 100 miles around. You can grab a snack and bowl, play pool, or even video arcade. They're the perfect place for a birthday party. Bel Air Bowl has got you covered and can make it happen. Find them on Facebook or Google Bel Air Bowl. They are located behind the Bel Air Shopping Center.
Where we roll at Bel Air Bowl. Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Hobbs girls not getting the offensive production, not getting the runs that they need to off of the hits that they've had. In that first game, they scored 5 runs on 10 hits. They left 9 on base. So far in this game, they have had 5, 3, 8, 12 hits and have scored 6 runs off of that. So, they are ahead in this one, and they want to stay ahead if they can. They want to win this one. But, wow, they're getting a lot of hits and leaving runners out on base as well. There were 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and there's a line drive shot over the first baseman's head. It goes out, and Angelica Sanchez will come in, field that, throw that in. But it's going to be a leadoff single by the leadoff batter and hitter in this instance, Lucero. So a single has her on first. Here we go. Maria Patino, a ground rule double and got stranded her first time up. But she is 1 for 1. This is a second plate appearance, and she laces one out to left field. Coming up under it is Rangel, and she's got it. Rangel makes the grab, and a fly out to position 7 in the books for out number 1. 1 out, 1 on. And now number 5, Bella Ornelas, the catcher, up to the plate. She hit a pop. She fouled out. And that's going to be a big ball. Wow. Mariah Zambrano, she fell down. That ball was in the air for so long that she slipped and fell, got up, and still had time to grab it and hang on to it. So she fell, but she still got the ball and the fly out to position 8 for out number 2. Well done, Mariah Zambrano. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, I did too. I thought she was out. Wow. So a fly out to center field, not out, but still a good fly. A fly out is for out number 2. But my point was that it didn't get the runner at first out because it was a fly out. I think she would like to have been on second base during this one. Yep, call strike. 1-2 is your count on Avril Sanchez. Starting pitcher in this one, but throw down to first just to keep Lucero on base. So 2 outs. Sanchez. Yep, strike 3. It was a call. I think she probably didn't break the plane, but it would have been a strike anyway. So strike out number 3. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. 6-0 your score. Hobbs coming up to the bat. They're leading this one. And we'll be back with more Hobbs Late Eagle softball coming up.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up lanes are open late? Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
The Coffee House offers a revitalizing menu of coffee, tea, and specialty drinks, just the way you like it. Enjoy your favorite drink with a whole latte love at the Coffee House. The Coffee House, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Coffee House is locally owned and operated and is dedicated to fostering a sense of community in Lee County and in the surrounding areas. The Coffee House, 1103 North Grimes.
Welcome back to Hobbs Late Eagles softball here. Top of the 4th inning, Hobbs leading 6-0. And at the plate, it is Jackson DPing in this game. She pitched the first one, started the second one. And Jackson with a 1-1 count on her. First batter up. Oh, nice shot. Oh, it's going to be a nice shot by Mataval and thrown over, as I didn't think she was going to get to that. But Mataval slid over, made the stop, and then made a good throw and just clipped Jackson. So 4-3 in the books. 4-3 for 1 out. Ralston, the catcher, is up to the plate. Try to get something going for Hobbs. They're up 6-0, and that's going to be a solid ground shot up the middle, just kind of by Fuentes, out of reach of her glove. Between her and second base, goes out, and Patino fields that and throws that in. So Ralston's on with a single, and there will be a courtesy runner, Andy Arnold. Andy Arnold will run for Ralston, the catcher, so Arnold will be on first. So 1 out, a runner on first, and Valenzuela up to the plate, high and outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. 1 out, a runner on first. Hobbs leading 6-0 here, top of the 4th inning in this second of a doubleheader. That stays high and outside for ball 2. So Valenzuela with a 2-0 count. She had an RBI single and got stranded, and then had a single and scored. She's 2 for 2. Oh, swing and a miss as Hernandez took a little off of that. Valenzuela in front of it and under it, and a strike. So 2-1 is your count. Jimenez on deck, Zambrano in the hole. The high fly ball. Is it out of the field? It's out of the park. Yeah, it's over the fence. And there is a 2-run home run by Valenzuela. 2-run homer by Valenzuela will put Hobbs up 8-0. So Hobbs now has a home run, out of the park home run. In that first game, Roswell had 2 out of the park home runs. And now Hobbs up 8-0, and just 1 out brings Mariah Jimenez to the plate. She had a fly out and 2 flyouts in her first 2 appearances at the plate. This is her 3rd plate appearance. 0 for 2 and due, as they say. So just the 1 out. And that hits her. That's inside and hits her back foot. So a hit by pitch. A hit by pitch is going to put Jimenez on first. So going to have runners on first and second, and Coach Brewer out to change pitchers as Hernandez will come out. We'll see who goes in and take some warm-up pitches. Back with more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball coming up.
Listen up. You asked for it, you got it. Introducing all-in pricing from TDS. Get ultra-powerful 1 gig internet for just $49.99 a month for 2 years. No gimmicks, no gotchas. Plus, no contract, free installation, and a powerful Wi-Fi router included. All in? Oh yeah. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
SunGuard Precision is all about your truck and your home and making both look and feel amazing. SunGuard uses Lumar Window Tint, the top name in the game. For your truck, that means a cooler cap, UV protection, and a sleek custom look that turns heads. For your home, it's all about comfort blocking heat, reducing glare, and adding privacy without losing your view. SunGuard Precision brings style, protection, and performance on the road and at home. Call or look up SunGuard Precision in names and numbers. SunGuard Precision, your tinting pros.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Pitching change for Roswell High here in the top of the 4th inning. It will be number 7, Aylin Gutierrez, who will go to the circle for Roswell High. And Gutierrez, I'm marking Hernandez out and Gutierrez in. It does not affect any of the rest of the field, and first pitch is going to be a call, strike 1, as Abby Zambrano gets a look at it. So an 0-1 count, 1 out, 1 on. A swing and a high fly ball out to center field, and it's going to be caught. Patino comes under it. So Abby Zambrano gives it a ride and a try, but a fly out to center field, position 8 for out number 2. And now back to the top of the order. Sol Rangel, the left fielder, to the plate. 2 runs have crossed. A runner is on first. Sol is 3 for 3 in this game. RBI single, 2 doubles, and scored twice. And that's going to be a call, strike 1 on her. So 2 outs, a runner on first. 0-1 count. And 0-1 count. And there's a little bloop. It's going to fall and then go foul. So it becomes strike 2. A little bloop pop infield, that rolled back. He had a lot of spin on it and hit the ground and rolled back. It was a good play by Quesada. She thought it might roll foul, and she let it go. Didn't touch it and let it roll foul. And there is a swing and a foul back to the backstop. Count remains 0-2. Rangel decided pretty late to swing at that, but I think she was protecting the plate. It got close, and I think she felt like it was close enough to be a call strike, so she hit at it and spoiled it off. 0-2 count remains, and a little fly. Fuentes calls for it and makes the grab. So a fly out to position 6 for out number 3. Hobbs is able to plate 2 runs off of that 2-run homer by Valenzuela. So 1-2, 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. So we'll be back. Hobbs in the lead, 8-0. Roswell High coming to the plate, coming to the bat, and the bottom of the 4th inning on the way.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Dow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Listen up.
When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway.
And bottom of the 4th inning with Roswell High coming to the plate. Bottom of the 4th, 8-0 is your score. Hobbs leading this one. It's 5-6-7 due up. Quesada Marival right for Roswell High, trying to spoil the shutout and try to launch a comeback like they did in that first game. That's going to be fouled off out of play, off to the right. Well, I think it stayed in the fence, actually, but no play on it. So stayed in the fence, becomes a strike. 0-1 count. Marival on deck, right in the hole. Swing, and that's fouled off. Caught that just on the end of her bat. Becomes strike 2. So 0-2 is the count. Oh, a bit warm. Swing and a miss. Ball's dropped. Ralston throws down to first. So strikeout, and that is strikeout number 1 for, is it strikeout number 1? No, strikeout number 2, I believe, actually. Yeah, I was looking down and fixing my 1-3. So a hit back to the circle. 1-3 in the books for out number 2. And Wright comes up with 2 outs. She's DPing in this game. She popped out to the pitcher in the first at bat. This is her second plate appearance. And what are we doing? Oh, they're going to be there's a substitute batter, pinch hitter, substitute batter. And it is number 9. Gosh, I don't know. That must be a JV player. It must be a JV player pulled up because I don't have a. No, it's Nevaeh Saenz. Nevaeh Saenz, right? Number 9. She was She was in the game, but as a flex player, yeah. So Nevaeh Saenz will bat for Wright. Saenz has had some good plays out in left field. She was flex player, not batting. So she comes to the plate for the first time this game. 2 outs, nobody on. Swing and a miss. So 0-1. A swing and a foul back to the screen. So 0-2 the count now on Saenz. Pinch hitting or substitute batting for the DP or Jocelyn Wright. Hobbs leading this one 8-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That's going to be fouled out of play off to the right over by the concession stand. With some good smells coming out of the concession stand earlier. I was smelling some chili, I think a chili dog or maybe Frito pie, something. Ooh, there we go. And she's staying tough at the plate, hanging in there, spoiling off. So 0-2 count still. 2 outs, nobody on. And swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout. Another strikeout for Gutierrez, or for Valenzuela, that is. There we go, Valenzuela. No runs. It was 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. 8-0, still your score, and Hobbs coming back up to bat. We'll be back with the top of the fifth inning coming up from Roswell. Another district doubleheader, second of this game tonight. Hobbs looking to split with Roswell, and they've got the lead going into the top of the fifth inning. We'll be back with more action coming up.
When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation, electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway.
Welcome back to Hobbs League Eagles softball. It's top of the fifth inning. It's going to be 2, 3, and 4 due up for Hobbs. Zambrano, Fuentes, Garcia. As Mariah Zambrano, normally the right fielder for Hobbs, moving over to play center in this one because the pitcher from third, for Hobbs went from third base to the circle, and that moved Jimenez in to play third base and left left field open and center, and Zambrano moved in. Zambrano playing center field, and Angelica Sanchez went into right field. Rangel stayed in left, and so we sorted that all out for you. But the batting order remains the same as Zambrano. Mariah Zambrano hitting in the number 2 slot, and now 2 strikes on her. 0-2 count. And this one may be trouble. It does fall in shallow right field. And just behind, Maribal gave it a try, turned around and tried to catch that. And Hernandez coming in from right field, but nobody could get it. And did she get a hand? If she got a hand on it, it's an E4, but I don't know that she touched it. I think it fell in before she even got a glove on it. So Zambrano reaches. And Fuentes up to the plate. It's ball 1. 1-0 count, nobody out, runner on first. Fuentes at the plate, Garcia in the hole. Fuentes at the plate, Garcia on deck, Jackson in the hole. Swing and a high fly ball out to right field, and wow, right. She catches it. Nice job, and that's Lucero in right? Is that Lucero or Hernandez? Okay, Lucero. And she does a nice job, catches it, a shoestring catch. She hangs on to it. That ball was hanging out of the webbing of her glove at the very end of it, but she did nice. Credit where credit's due. It was a highlight reel catch for out number 1 and robbed Fuentes of a base hit. There's a pop-up over to the left, and the third baseman coming over to make that grab. Is that Quesada still? Quesada. So a fly out to right field for out number 1, and now a foul pop out to 5 for out number 2, and that brings Sanea Jackson up to the plate, and that ball hit Gutierrez's hip and ended up outside for ball 1. And that is another ball, too. So 2-0 count now. Gutierrez in the circle for, yep, it is Sanea Jackson at the plate. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher, and swings and fouled off to the left over to the Hobbs dugout. 2-1 is the count. 1 out, 2 outs now, 2 outs. A runner on first. And 8-0 your score. Hobbs leading. They'd like to add to that. It's fouled off again. Is keeping Jackson a little off at the bat, but she's staying alive, fouling off pitches. Like to straighten one out. And that's going to be a little soft line drive right to Quezada. So a little a soft line drive to position 5 for out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 8-0 still your score. Hobbs leading, and we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball on the way.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
The Coffee House offers a revitalizing menu of coffee, tea, and specialty drinks, just the way you like it. Enjoy your favorite drink with a whole latte love at the Coffee House. The Coffee House, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Coffee House is locally owned and operated and is dedicated to fostering a sense of community in Lee County and in the surrounding areas. The Coffee House, 1103 North Grimes.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. I'm Dawn Morgan. Thank you very much for watching and listening to this game on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 Facebook. I am aware there's at least one parent for Hobbs with Game Changer, so appreciate the fact that you are actually looking and watching us. Oh, making a highlight reel catch herself in right field. Angelica Sanchez, man, she moved. She got on her horse. She moved well. She saw the ball well coming off the bat. Started moving right away or she never would have gotten there. Catches it. So following a highlight reel by Lucero in right for Roswell High. Then Angelica Sanchez makes a grab just like Lucero did in an at-bat earlier. So nice. So Gutierrez robbed by a really nice catch in the right field. Fly out to position 9 for out number 1. And that misses on the inside corner. That is Aslan Fuentes, the shortstop at the plate, with a 1-1 count on her. 1 out and nobody on. 1 out, 1-1 count. Pitch and swung and foul back to the screen for strike 2 as Valenzuela took a little something off that on the outside corner. She's batting in the 9th slot. After Fuentes, back to the top of the order, Lucero, Patino, Ornelas, if they get that far. There's a high fly ball headed out to center field. Zambrano coming under it. She makes the grab very near the warning strip right before the fence. A nice, a big ride. Fuentes gives it a shot, but a fly out to position 8 for out number 2. And that brings up Lucero to the plate. Lucero singled and got stranded her last time up, grounded out her first time up. She's 1 for 2. And strike 1. 0-1 count, 2 outs, nobody on. Hobbs would like to get this out. There's a sharply hit foul ball. She pulls that all the way, just foul. Went foul just before it got to first base. So strike number 2. She was way in front of that ball. Patino on deck if they get that far. Hobbs would like to just get this out. There's another high pop, and who calls for it? The third baseman, Jimenez, and makes the grab. So a pop out to position 5 for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We go to the top of the 6th inning, and 8-0 is your score. Hobbs coming up to the plate, and we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on the way.
Here's some good news. Master Plumbers is thanking their customers. Right now, you can have your drain cleared for $39. $39, and you pick the drain. You better hurry. This drain clearing promotion won't last long. Plus, free camera inspection. Drain clogged? No problem. Call the Master. 397-9385. Reminder, Master Plumbers will meet or beat any competitor's plumbing price.
Master Plumbers. Call the Master.
Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Top of the 6th inning. Hobbs coming to the plate. It'll be the middle of the order. It's Ralston Valenzuela Jimenez to the plate. Ralston, your catcher. She singled and scored. Well, her substitute runner did. A pop-up. Gutierrez in the circle calls for it, hit and actually gets it just behind the circle. So one pitch, one out. A pop out to position one. So one out, and she takes the first ball. A little high for ball one. 1-0 count. Ralston hit the first pitch she saw. Swing and sharply fouled, sharply hit down the third base line, down the left field fence line, actually, to be more accurate. So goes all the way to the fence. Valenzuela's got a lot of pop in the bat, but she needs to straighten that out if she can. 1-1 count. That's gonna be low and inside for ball number 2, 2-1 count. Valenzuela with that 2-run home run her last time up. And that's going to be hit, but right out to left field. Signs moves a couple of steps to grab it. A line drive shot out to left field. Valenzuela flies out to position 7 for out number 2. Mariah Jimenez playing third base in this game. Normally plays center field, but she's just an all-around good player. You can pretty much plug her into a lot of places in the field, and she's got a really strong arm to be able to handle third base. There's a high fly ball. It's going to be out of play, and just like that, 2 pitches, 2 strikes, 0-2. Wow, not many pitches are pitched in this at-bat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pitches so far in this at-bat. That's going to the right field, and nice. On the run, Lucero has got that. That's another good hit, a good catch out there, and another hit robbed for Mariah Jimenez. So a fly out to position 9 in the books. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Still 8-0 your score. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up, and we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on the way.
Attention mechanics. NMR Pipeline is hiring now. If you know your way around heavy equipment and you have your own tools, NMR Pipeline wants to talk to you. NMR is offering top pay based on experience and solid benefits, medical, dental, and vision. NMR Pipeline isn't looking for trainees. They're hiring real mechanics ready to turn wrenches and get the job done right. Apply now at 300 South Main in Eunice. NMR Pipeline, built on skill, driven by hard work. NMR Pipeline is an equal opportunity employer.
Forest Tire is celebrating 80 years in business. There's always another task to tackle, but making your to-do list disappear generates a ton of wear and tear on your tires. Do more for more miles with the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. Whether it's hauling your boat up to the lake or driving through the job site, Michelin designed a tire that's tough enough for anything. Stop in today for the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire and get back to task mastering. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. As coming up, it is the bottom of the 6th inning, and Roswell High batting. It is 2, 3, and 4 due up. It is Patino Ornelas Sanchez for Roswell High. First pitch, fouled for strike number 1. That's going to miss outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. And Patino had a fly out and had a ground rule double and got stranded, so she's 1 for 2. And a ground ball headed to Fuentes at short. She scoops it up, makes the throw. Ooh, a good stretch by Ali Garcia. Yeah, Ali Garcia with a nice stretch, keeping her foot on the bag. And 6-3 in the books for out number 1. And that's going to bring Bella Ornelas to the plate. Bella Ornelas to the plate, the catcher. First pitch is in, and it is fouled. Strike 1, 0-1 count. 1 out, nobody on. Hobbs up 8-0 in this one. There's a sharply hit foul. That's going to be out of play off to the left, as she was way out in front of that. Got a lot of power behind that, but snapped her bat around pretty quickly for 0-2 count. That's going to be a line drive shot out to left field. Rangel moves up a few steps to grab that one. So that was a line drive shot, a well-hit ball, but caught by Rangel for a nice play. Robbed her of a hit. Out number 2. And that brings up Avril Sanchez. Hits the first pitch she saw. And it goes out to right field. Angelica Sanchez doing a nice job coming in. Up until tonight, Angelica has been mostly a pinch runner. She's a courtesy runner and has not played has not seen much time out in the field, but she's doing a very nice job in right field for Hobbs in this game. So very nice. Fly out to position 9 for out number 3. It's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. And we'll be back with the top of the 7th inning. Hobbs leading 8-0. And we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball coming up.
Just call us if it's a ride you like. We'll take you there and bring you back.
Hobbs Express provides bus service throughout Hobbs. The bus system operates Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 4. Hobbs Express has an immediate opening for a CDL bus driver, offering great pay and benefits. Apply online at hobbsnm.org or call 397-9230 for more information. When you need transportation anywhere around Hobbs, think of Hobbs Express. Hobbs Express, 397-9290.
For all your grocery specials, shop Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs. The best deals in fresh produce, fresh meat and vegetables, frozen and dairy, health and beauty, and so much more. With the friendliest and most knowledgeable staff, Thriftway and La Tienda. For all your grocery specials, come on down to La Tienda, 400 East Marland, and Thriftway, 1317 North Turner in Hobbs. Best of luck, Eagles, from all of your friends at Thriftway and La Tienda grocery stores.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles Softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 Facebook. I'm Dawn Morgan flying solo, and first batter up for Hobbs here in the top of the 7th inning. Hits the first pitch she sees, Abby Zambrano, and gives it a ride, a high fly out to center field, but Patino makes a nice catch and robs her of a hit. So Abby Zambrano with a fly out to position 8 in the books. Out number 1, and brings the top of the order up to the top of the order. Rangel and Zambrano. That'll be Mariah Zambrano on deck, and Fuentes in the hole now. So Rangel. Rangel with a 2-0 count on her now. 2-0. And Zambrano, Mariah Zambrano on deck. Yeah, a nicely hit ball and beats out the throw, although it was a good throw. Fuentes chased it down, but that ball took a little while. That play took a little while to develop, and Fuentes making a bullet of throw, but a really nice run by Rangel. I mean, she's got speed. That's partly why she is in the leadoff batter spot. So she is on with a single. And 1 out. That brings up Mariah Zambrano to the plate. So 1 out, a runner on first. And there's a throwing error back to, and that's going to move Rangel from 1 to 2. So an E2. Rangel is going to move into scoring position for Hobbs with 1 out. A 2-0 count on Zambrano. And she shows bunt. Oh, she lays a pretty one down. Oh, and she's going to be safe at first and then safe at the plate as well. And that's what you hope for when you lay down a bunt. You hope that you're going to put enough pressure on that there's going to be an error either on the throw or the catch, or that you're going to beat it out. You're going to beat it out. I think she would have beaten out the throw anyway, but the ball was dropped. I think the throw was on target, but the ball was dropped. So I would put the E3. I would go with an E3 and have her on, and then Rangel is able to come in and score. She went to third on the bunt and then came home on the throw. So it's 9-0 now, and that's going to be a call strike right down the middle. Nice pitch. Jackie Fuentes looking at that one. So no out. Just a 1 out. And that's going to be hit fouled off to the right. So 0-2 count now on Fuentes. And now, if Hobbs could come up with one more run here and they're at bat, they would win. They would have a walk-off, a run rule walk-off win if they could come up with another run here. They've got that potential run sitting on first. There's a high fly ball headed out to right field. Lucero comes under it. And Lucero, so that's a fly out to position 9 for out number 2. Oh, they still would have a bat. Oh, that's true. That's true. Duh. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. That's true. They would still be able to try to get it. They would. And there's a sharply hit ball, but goes fouled past the Hobbs dugout. Yeah, I'd forgotten that they would have a chance to bat as the home team. They would have that chance to get the comeback win, but they'd have a long, hard road to do it. But still, Hobbs would not be able to force this out. And there's a high fly ball. Signs coming under it and makes the catch. So Garcia fly out to position number 7 for out number 3. So 9-0 is your score. Go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And Roswell will be up to the plate. They have one more at bat to try to dig themselves out of the 9-0 hole. And we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball coming up in just a moment.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up lanes are open late? Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank, with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning.
At nmjc.edu.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball as we are having a good time up in the booth, and it kind of becomes conversation. Bleed over with some of the calls here, but we all get along okay, and we make mistakes announcing sometimes, catch each other out and correct each other, and fun times. But I gotta say hats off to the Roswell High folks, because unlike some of the reports I'm hearing about the media treatment at Goddard, Roswell High has always been very easy to work with, very nice. They make room for us in the booth, and they're always good to work with. So, and they're helpful. We help each other out too. So, if we can't see numbers, don't know players, that kind of thing, we do help each other out. We pass the lineups around, take pictures, and help get each other straightened out. So, thank you very much. I was just talking about that with Art as well. So, long time. Yes, we have. So, very nice, though. We try to. We don't have as good facilities up in the booth. We would like for the Hobbs schools to spend the money to build us a better broadcast booth because it's so small. It's wooden. It's very old. The field itself is very nice. The facilities are nice. It's just that booth that really there's no room to offer courtesy to people coming up with us. So, yeah. Ah, right. Wow, it's been up here a while then. I didn't realize that. You guys have taken good care of it, so yeah, nice. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. Well, good facilities, good people, and there's a swing and a miss as that is an 0-2 count now on Quesada, the leadoff batter for Roswell in this bottom of the 7th inning. So 0-2. Oh, not Quesada. Quesada is on base. Yeah, Madaval. Yeah, Madaval. I was talking through Quesada. Quesada is on first. We're all right. So 0-2, no outs, and a runner on first. As Roswell trying to launch a bottom of the 7th. Oh, wow, knocked down. But no play, and that will not be an error. She did good just to get it and knock it down, and there was no play left. So an infield single, and Roswell now with runners at first and second. And Signs batted for her the last time. Is it going to be? I think we're going to have a substitute batter again here. So we will see who is going to be here. So Jocelyn Wright was the designated player, and we'll see. The hair is keeping me from seeing the number on the back for sure. Wright is number 13 in the books, and I can't see her number, so I'm not sure. We're not the only ones taking a little time. The home plate ump is writing it down. So, okay, Jocelyn Wright will be at the plate. And while the Roswell Coach Brewer, talking with the ump, Ralston took the time to go out and say something and visit just a little bit with Valenzuela out there in the circle for Hobbs. There's a hit up the middle. That's probably going to score one. No, they're going to hold it. Oh, nice arm. Good throw. Beautiful. Mariah Zambrano came up on that, made the grab, and then a good throw to home plate to keep the runners. But it So still a natural surface on this field here in Roswell High, but still pretty good facilities. So apparently they resodded. It is in good shape, but it is a natural dirt infield and a grass outfield. Excuse me. Bases are loaded, no outs, as Roswell is threatening to blow this wide open here in the bottom of the 7th. This is their last effort, last chance to do it, and they're trying to make the most of it here. Bases are loaded. They had a timeout and a confab. Up to the plate is and that's going to be that's good Gutierrez, and fouled off for strike one. 0-1 count. With runners on every base. Bases loaded, no outs. That is inside. I was waiting. I thought he might call that as a strike. 1-1 is your call. Fuentes is on deck, and then top of the order, Lucero. There's a high fly ball, and coming under it, Angelica Sanchez catches it and then makes the throw. It will score 1 as Quesada is able to tag up, and that spoils the shutout for Hobbs. And there's still no outs. That's what they got to have to worry about here is, 1 out now, 1 out. That's right, 1 out with the catch, 1 out with the catch. Yeah, fly to right field for the 1 out, but bases not loaded anymore. Runners at second and third. 1 out, runners at second and third. 1 runner in, and that is Aslan Fuentes to the plate. So Fuentes swings and misses, so strike 2. I believe that is 0-2. 0-2 count, 1 out, runners at second and third. This is a really important out. If Hobbs can get out number 2, it's going to go a long way towards squelching any comeback by Roswell. There's a high fly ball out of play, and count remains 0-2. So out number 2 is an important one for Hobbs to get here. Of course, out number 3 is most important, but still trying to get this out now and not allow any more runs by Roswell. There's a high fly ball headed out to center field. Zambrano coming under it, makes the grab, and then the throw. It will score another run, but Hobbs does have runs to give. Now that the shutout is spoiled, it doesn't matter. So out number 2, fly out to position 8. So that's going to be a sac fly RBI. A sac fly RBI, back-to-back ones. And brings up Lucero back to the plate. So top of the order, 2 outs now. A runner at second. And Lucero swings and fouls it down the first base line. She was way out in front of that pitch and sharply fouls it down the first base line for strike number 1. 0-1 count, 2 outs, a runner at second. 9-2 is your score now, 9-2. Hobbs still wants to get this 3rd out and split with Roswell High. 1 loss, 1 win, but they've got to work this 3rd out to do it. Swing and a miss. 0-2 count now. Roswell High down to their final strike. If Lucero found her way on, Patino's on deck, Ornelas in the hole. That is a hit between first and second base, and the throw by Angelica Sanchez is a good one. Comes in, but not in time to get either runner, and it will score. It will put runners at the corners. So that's a single by Lucero. And Patino up to the plate. She grounded out her last time up. A fly out and then a ground rule double. She shows bunt, and it's they're going to say a foul ball. Oh no! Oh yeah, it was that was on an with. Okay, so she was ruled out as she was out of the box when she made contact with the ball. So trying to bunt the ball, but out of the box. So she's called out, 3rd out. So 2 runs. On, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Was it interference as well? One for interference? Okay, called out. She was out of the box, and then, okay. So RI, runner interference, officially in the book. Good to know. And so 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. And 2 left on base. And that does it. Hobbs gets the win. 9-2 is the final score, and they split with Roswell High. So 9-2, they lost that 10-5, and then win 9-2. And Valenzuela gets the win. Hobbs during that win had a 2-run home run, and that was by Valenzuela, who also gets the win in the circle. So a good job and a much better game, as there were a lot of hits, and this time Hobbs was able to bring them around and get some score. However, they really hit well in this game. In this one, there were, in that last at-bat for them, they scored 1 run. I didn't ever do that. 1 run on the 1 hit. There was 1 error in that at-bat, the previous one in the top of the 7th for Hobbs, and they did leave 1 on base in that one. So that will be important for the line score coming up. But we'll be back to wrap this one up. And actually, let's just wrap it right now, because we need to cut down. We need to get the equipment out of here, get off the air, get the equipment out. And so Hobbs splits with Roswell High. And with this win, Hobbs now goes to 15 and 7 on the season. They go up to 7-1 in district. And they are going to be home on Tuesday night. Next up for them, let's see. They are going to be hosting, is it Carlsbad on Tuesday night for Hobbs? No, it is Clovis. It is, I wrote it down. Let's see. Yeah, Hobbs next up. So with this win, Hobbs should stay number 1 in district with just the 1 district loss. And next up, they host Clovis on Tuesday night. So we'll have that game right there in Hobbs. So next up, Clovis for another district doubleheader. Congratulations to the Hobbs Lady Eagles winning this one 9-2 and getting the split here in Roswell. And that's going to do it. So thanks to Evie Stuber for monitoring and communicating. And with the 3 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning, Hobbs wins 9-2. And we will say thank you very much for watching and listening to Hobbs Lady Eagles Softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 Facebook. Good evening.